Thank you so much, Superintendent David. I can hear it in your voice and even the message that you're sending across to our young ones and our adults and our seniors to be proud to be a Kittian. How do you see your role as a police officer safeguarding the nation's freedom and independence on a daily basis?
Well, it's a very serious task, a very important task, one that someone should feel proud of doing because you're there to keep your country safe. And we're not just speaking about the land itself, I'm talking about the people. Mm-hmm. And so, therefore, apart from enforcing the law, part of my job also is to educate people about the law. How do you respond when our legislature passes a law? How should we respond to when someone is breaking a law? So therefore, we have to continue to encourage our youth to be modeled citizens, be change makers, be part of the change process. But the change I'm speaking of is the right change, the change that builds and encourage industry and encourage love. And you want to see your country be among the nations that are looking for human rights and human dignity and want to be persons who are in the area of creating things. You know, we have our young minds, they go study, come back in different fields, use their education to not just work at a place, but can you look at how you develop another software, another piece of instrument to lead the world or take the world forward as we're looking at, say, in the next 5, 10, 15 years. We have seen Starlinks. No one expect that, everybody expect a country with an individual decide he's going to do that in the person of Elon Musk. And then without the Wright brothers. You know what I mean? So we want that our people to look at that and see, yes, St. Kitts and Nevis, we were, we call it the mother colony, but now we got to look at a country where we look at developing stuff, and encouraging our people in our region to continue to go forward and invent things and keep good minds so that in the end, safety and security will be a top priority and will encourage growth.
Thank you so much, Superintendent David. We're going to jump right into the traffic part of the upcoming holiday. During independence celebrations, traffic is always a big concern. What special plans or measures are put in place to ensure smooth movement and safety for the road users?
Okay, I will speak of it in two ways. For the general public outside of the celebration at Warner Park, and then I speak at the traffic movements around Warner Park.
Sure.
Okay, so we know it's a holiday, and we know what people do on holidays. So therefore, we are encouraging persons to use the roads safely. We have seen daily accidents are frequent. And we are saying to you, just this time, take some time to relax and do things safely. If you're going to a party and you're going to consume alcohol, let someone drive you, get a cab, and know your limit. But you should not be drinking and driving, or your blood alcohol level should be above the legal amount or your breath. Also, too, we ask the persons when you go to the beach, swim safely. Swim safely. Parents, ensure that your children are with you all the time or they're in view all the time. And adults, even though a parent is not there and you see a child might drifting away, you take charge and bring that child back to safety. Now, this year, our Independence Parade will be taking place at evening time. So we'll be at Warner Park, and at the conclusion, the procession with the military and police personnel and other groups, when they leave, they'll be coming out of Warner Park and then turn left onto Victoria Road. That means they're going down to the south. And then they're going to take a left onto Lozak Road. And then from Lozak Road, you go across to Wellington Road, take a right, and then we travel up Chaos Street up to Camp Springsfield. So we're saying to persons, once you hear the drums beating or you see the police vehicle flashing light, make way so that the troops can pass safely. Parking in the area, especially on Lozak Road, we will have some restriction there as well. And Victoria Road, we will only permit parking on the western side of the road, in front of one apartment, yeah. And then Lozak Road, we would like that road to be clear enough so that the troops can pass without any hindrance. So traffic department will be putting down cones, and so we are asking persons to adhere to the cones. You know, there are some persons who would want to park in between, and you park your vehicle and you forget it, then you get your vehicle towed. You want a person to be responsible. Once you see the cones, do not park there. And if you park there before and the cones come down, just do the responsible thing. As I said earlier, we want persons to be nation builders. So we got to be a patriot. Support the symbols of nation building and nationhood. Yes, we understand that one of the symbols also is our Constitution. So therefore we have to, we have to respect the rights of civilians and members of the community, and they too have to respect the rights of others. So the Constitution is another one I'd like to encourage. So when it comes to traffic, we are saying to persons, drive safely, drive responsibly, and adhere to the traffic rules and regulations. And I think that our Independence Day celebration will go well.
Thank you so much. So on Victoria Road, how will the traffic flow there?
For the time, so during the time, traffic will be going one way up.
Okay.
One way up as usual. But when we leave in, that part of it will be broken for the procession of the troops to go down, take left onto Lozak Road, and then make the exit. And after that, we'll clear the traffic.
Thank you so much, Superintendent. I hope that everyone understood. And I think that Superintendent David was clear enough in explaining the restrictions and asking for persons to just comply with what we are doing. It's just for a short time. Yes, so that we can celebrate. We can celebrate with our military and law enforcement officers and everyone that will be involved in the Independence Parade. There's no doubt about it that we are seeing it during the holidays, that speeding and reckless driving is a consistent issue, especially during holidays and celebration. Superintendent David, what advice would you give to those drivers who keep themselves and to keep themselves safe and others safe in the Independence season?
We were looking at persons to basically drive within the speed limit. Do not carry more people than the vehicle was licensed to carry. When I check the insurance policy, it always says they're not going to insure you to test speed, so therefore you shouldn't be racing. You know what I mean? You shouldn't use a car as a big Mack truck, so you have 100 and something people inside the car because you want to carpool. No. Carry the maximum amount. So the car only is licensed to carry one person in the car. Right? Because insurance, you have to look at insurance. Also, too, we are asking cyclists. A few days ago, I was saying, well, I haven't seen the cyclists. But then, having said that, I see them on the road again. And you know how they do things. Gentlemen, as I said previously, if you want to pop wheelie, the main road is not that place. Lobby government and see if you can get a piece of land where you can do all of your stunts, put all the necessary safety features in place. Once government give the permission for you to do that, then you have a space. But when it comes to public spaces, you are risking your lives and the lives of others. Some have seen you riding without helmets. Most of the time, it's head injury, and sometimes, sadly, we lose people because of serious head injuries. So we are saying to you, driving in the speed limit, all drivers, cyclists, wear your helmet. Keep both wheels on the road. Also, too, we know we have different functions. We know people like to jam and so forth. Yes, that's just you. I'm saying to you, jam safely. Weapons have no place there. The only people who should have weapons, law enforcement. Why? To keep you safe. Not to terrorize you, but to keep you safe and ensure that you have a safe environment for you to do that. I also too have to say to our religious persons, you know, there are some persons we go to church and continue to pray for the nation and our nation youth and law enforcement, government, and our Governor General, and ensure that things and continue to thrive and be a successful and prosperous nation. So we're saying to you, continue to pray for our country, continue to put God first. Not just for persons who believe in God, but all those who may not have come there yet, because He's our Creator, so we have to ensure. So all inclusive, and then those of you who may not believe, we are saying to you, just do good. Do good, that's a pathway there. And then we are saying to persons, those who are going to stay at home, we have seen where domestic violence is becoming a concern.
Yes.
Hey, that's why you're married. That's why you choose to have a partner. You fall in love, and if there's a disagreement, there is no need for violence. You say, look here, sweetheart, I don't agree with your point, And you hug up and kiss and make up, but you don't fight and do somebody something. So we are saying to you, during these periods, you realize I'm trying to plug in everybody.
I appreciate it, yes, because we do get, when everybody is at home, we do get a lot of reports of domestic violence. So I'm glad that you did that.
So we want you to understand that we're talking about nation building. And how do we build nation? We got to love each other and love our country and want to see the best for each other and best for our country. And then we have our shut-ins.
Yep.
Give them the food and time, care for them, and sometimes they may get a little abused as well. So we're saying, regardless of what is happening, understand their current medical situation. One time I was walking the road and with some person from the church, and hear, "Mother, Lord, I can't take it no more." So somebody said, "Officer, you hear that?" So we thought it was somebody being hurt, but it was someone who had an adult who had a parent. It's Alzheimer's, right? That's when sometimes you don't recognize people. Yeah. And they say, "Who you be?" And, you know what I mean? And the person just couldn't deal with it. And the person thought, "Boy, I don't understand how mommy could do me like that." And there were other siblings, and it was just like that person on labor with the parent. So I then have a little knowledge of it. I then said, "Hey, you got to expect this. Learn more about the disease. Ask persons who know, so you can know how to cope." Yep. So we're saying have coping skills as well when things challenge you. So because we have the holidays, we're going to be home for a longer period of time. And then also too, we're saying to persons, traveling between the islands, we want you to do it safely. So when you visit your friends and family on both islands, carry the goodness over with them, so that at the end of the day, the entire federation will be enjoying and experiencing the thing. And when I'm speaking here, I'm not just speaking just for the island of St. Kitts, because the police, we are both in St. Kitts and Nevis, so I speak for the entire federation. But specific concerns, I really not be able to speak much about for Nevis, but for St. Kitts for sure, because I'm in it.
Yes, understand, sir.
Yes. So we're asking for persons out there who are hearing me, let us be responsibly. Love more, love more, love more. And guess what? Once we love more, we get a lot more done. There will be no bickering and so forth. So for independence, let us show what we mean with our independence. That our independence means that we have matured to a level where we determine to have our self-determination to ensure that we get what we want. And what we really want is a nation of peace and love based on our national anthem. Yeah. Right, and our motto, country above self. So we have to look for the development and the enrichment of our country.
Thank you so much, Superintendent David. We're going to take a break now. And when we get back, we'll take a few calls. Thank you very much. GQ, over to you.
For life's finest moments, celebrate them with Skol Premium Lager. Pure malt, pure class, pure perfection. Skol, class and perfection in a bottle.
Church's Texas Chicken is on its way to St. Kitts and Nevis, and we're hiring. You can be part of our growing team as we open our very first store on the island. We're looking for motivated managers, friendly customer service reps, and hard-working kitchen champions. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Send us your resumes today at jobs@pizzaboys.com. Church's Texas Chicken. Flavor you love.
about Marcus. Tell me what you think about Christ. Who made their sacrifice now. Tell me what you think about equal rights for all, everywhere. Say what you think, what you think, what you think, what you think about justice. What you know, what you know, what you know, what you know about love. Why all the segregation, all are but one nation. Oh, let us unite as one. Let us unite as one. Tell me what you know about love. Tell me what you know about hate that keeps us separated.
Good morning to everyone and welcome back to Policing With You. I am your host, Shamin Odeno. With me this morning, I have Superintendent David, who is going through with us what the do and don'ts when it comes to independence as we celebrate our 42nd anniversary of independence. We have just dived through the traffic part of independence, and Superintendent did a holistic approach when it came to that side. We even have asked persons who won't be involved in the independence, who will stay at home, did a lot of domestic violence, to just love on each other as a nation, as a people. Superintendent David, I'm going to dive right into you as a district commander. How are officers preparing for the influx of activities, events, and gatherings during independence? We know that I think it's Newtown also have it festival
Yes.
around the same period, and other persons I sure have applied for other events. How are officers preparing for these events?
A very good question. But before I answer that, I said a number of things.
Sure.
And I want person to realize something for this year. This is what we are saying to the people for independence. Perpetual progress, sustainable future in view. Independence 42. So let us look at progress always.
Yep.
And we have to ensure that we sustain our future. And our future, it is our young people. In terms of police preparation, we are ensuring that we have able-bodied officers to respond to the calls, and the calls are from the nation standpoint, and we also have from individual standpoint. So from the nation standpoint, we have to police wherever there's large gatherings of people, and we have our regular policing activities. So we do our patrols, we engage members of the community, and also we will control traffic or manage traffic better and prevent crime and detect crime. When it comes to now the events that are coming up, we have a presence. There are some events that will require police presence, stationary at the location, and there are some we just drive around, ask questions how things are going. So you may have a private party that may not require police presence. Then I like the Newtown Fest. Yeah, I see the Juve. I see the other day, like this morning, I saw a constable on the video. So I said, well, is your movie star? so we're there and we see that persons, I can't recall that we see much incidents coming from that. But I take this opportunity to encourage our persons. When you go to these functions, you go there to enjoy yourselves and not to get in fight, do these revenge kind of things. I see so I can take it out of you. And that's why we're there as police officers to ensure that persons continue to keep the peace and enjoy themselves in a peaceful and safe environment. So we will pay attention to these events, and like I said also, we have our officers who are being prepared for the parade tomorrow. I was there yesterday, rehearsals looking well, so all of them looking well, and yes, there were a few persons who in the police contingent, I know them by name, so I give them a big shout out, let them know I'm watching them. So let's pray for all who will be on parade tomorrow, that we have everyone stay on the parade instead of have to come off because of not feeling well. And everyone who will go to witness the parade and hear what the officials will have to say, they will and embrace it and enjoy it. So we are encouraging persons to continue to support your local law enforcement, continue to abide by the laws of the Federation of St. Christopher and Nevis. And remember, if you love me, you will not want to interfere with my stuff. The Bible says do not covet. So you see my stuff, you want it, go and work for it. That's what we're saying. We want people to be industrious, to work for what they want and continue to build the country and build your own private lives, personal lives. You build when you work hard for it.
Okay, thank you so much, Superintendent David. We also encourage callers to call in if you have a question concerning independence. If you need us to clear up anything or you need clarity on anything, we are here to see how best we can assist you and educate you. Superintendent David, independence is about unity, and you have spoke loudly on the airways about it this morning. I'm thankful for that. How is the district working together with the communities to strengthen trust and collaboration between the police and the people, especially in this independence season?
Well, we've been working very hard. I know we had issues with some young people who go to school. We had our engagement with them and the parents and the school. We also moving the community, and some members of the community say, hey, we want to see a little bit more.
Yes.
Come and talk. Some people will say, I haven't seen the police. Another one will say, okay, yes, I see. So what we gather from that, some people will say, I've seen, I have not seen. But we gather, we say, okay, all right, how do you work? And then we realize because of their working and because of sleeping habits and so forth, they may not see the police. But there are many persons who say, yes, I do see the police come through. And I'm going to take this opportunity to encourage our police officers. Your country, our country, love you, love us.
Yes.
And they expect the best from us, and they expect us to deliver responsible policing. Respect their rights, enforce the laws, yes. Even though someone just speak with you and they break the law. There are some people who say, yo, officer, that's your job here. So I'm telling my colleagues, let us enforce the law as we should. Don't go overboard with it, but let us enforce it as we should. Also, too, I want persons to realize that as we are celebrating independence, we're saying that we move away from a lot of stuff that we were not feeling comfortable with. We're the ones who charting the course. So we should chart a course where whenever we, the older ones, we move away from work, we could sit down and say, yo, I contributed in this area. I am feeling satisfied. And our youth, who are now leaders, are continuing rather than they have diverted or regressing and making things different and going back to where we didn't want to be in the first place. So our people, let us remember, once we're talking about independence, we have to look at what we've been free from and what we said we're going to do as persons who are charting our own course. And what we said, we're going to build a nation. And we have to continue to build it. And we got to build a nation with everybody who wants to be on board. And if someone don't want to be on board, we can do it without them for now. But we continue to encourage them to come on board.
Definitely. Thank you so much for that. As you mentioned, our young people, many of who will be celebrating in large numbers. Yes, we have done a lot of intervention over the past months. And even for the past 2 weeks since school has opened, the National Intervention Team has been engaging in disrupting potential gangs and conflict among our youths, our male and our females as well. So what message do you send out for them to stay safe and responsible this independence season? Because we see it internationally where our youths are being targeted for negative influence and negative violence itself. So give me a message. Listen, the youth listening, regardless, even not they're listening. And so what message do you want to send out there for them during the season?
Love. Love more.
Yeah.
Do not hate. We have to love more. And even though I disagree, I am angry at something, it doesn't mean say that I should not put violence in the mix. I can disagree with someone, but still I say, something, I realize that both of us are going to stick to our point. So it was good debating with you. let
Come
us
like me and you.
agree to disagree. But at the same time, that doesn't mean say I cannot come back
Right.
and say, yo, you still in the same mind? Because the person may do a little what you call research and realize, yo, I was off course with this one. Once you love your fellow man, once you love your country, once you love humanity, all that will come from you will be good. And those who believe, the word of God says God is love. And he who loves, loves God. So also to have God in your life. You know, go to church and read the Bible. Stick to it.
Yeah.
And want to be a nation builder. Want to see your fellow man prosper. And if you're in a position to help them. You know, the saying, years ago saying, if I cannot reach the stars, but they can help you reach the stars, I should help you, because when you reach up there, you're going to remember me.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? You might pull me up.
Right.
So both of us are there now, continuing to pull up other people. So young people, I'm saying to you, let us love more. Don't hate. We can get angry, we can get vexed. But in the end, we have to love. And adults, whenever we're going to chastise, do it with love.
Definitely.
Do it in love. Leaders, and leaders doesn't mean say leaders in government. I'm talking about leaders. Everyone who is in leadership position, let us love. Let us do everything because we love doing it and we love our humanity and we want to see our country develop. I told someone recently, I think it was yesterday, all parents are leaders because leadership starts right there in the home. Right there in the home.
Right there.
So our youth, be good children, be good students. Love, love, love. And parents, let us love and let us teach our children to do what is right.
Thank you so much, Superintendent. To love and have God in your life. Looking beyond the celebration, what are the priorities for your district going into the last quarter of 2025?
Yes, well, we see Carnival is coming up.
Yeah. As we wink.
Yes.
It was just here.
We are also in the hurricane season. We have the tourist season as well.
That's right. Yeah.
And we have school in session. And, we will continue to do what we can do, what we're supposed to do. And what is that? We're there to prevent crime, detect,
Definitely.
and bring to justice those who have broken the law and take our case for prosecution. And, I saw the DPP put something out the other day, was enlightening persons, the role of the DPP. I said, there's a face behind the DPP, and that was good. So I'm telling persons, yes, police officers, we are human beings. They look around different parts of the world. Some people see police officers differently and with some serious indifference. When I speak to people, especially persons who are not from here, I say, look, police officers in St. Kitts and Nevis are different from where you came and other parts of the world. We are approachable. We will give you guidance.
Yep.
There's this thing we like to say with some legal terms. We don't give advice. We make suggestions to you. It's how you put the words.
Yes.
So we tell persons how to stay out of trouble. Now, when you get into trouble, how to get out of trouble. We have to prosecute you because there's a victim in place there. So we will continue to engage our community. Community policing is something that we got to take seriously. And when we look at the 9 principles and the 3 core values of Robert Peel, we have to take them seriously. One of the things he says that the police is the community and the community is the police. But the only difference is that we are being paid. Yes. And that we cannot really do without each other. Community members here, there, you see more, you hear more. And with the police officers, we have the authority of the law that was passed in our parliament to enforce the law, to help you feel safer. So we will continue to do that. And road safety, the latter part of last year, the early part of this year, we had some road fatalities. And we thank God that we have seen drastic reduction in that area. And we've seen where penalties have increased for traffic offenses. So we're saying to persons, be aware of the laws that are passed and just be aware of safety and security. We are also asking persons to support your law enforcement personnel. And how do they do that? If you see something, say something. Something that is unusual, something that you know is a crime, say something. We have seen where recently we had some firearms discovery. Only the police and the military and other agencies that use firearms should really want to have firearms in your hand. So when someone got a firearm illegally, you're saying to us that you're not intending to do anything right with it because you have to hide to get it.
Definitely.
Go and get a license. If you didn't get you well, you may just have to try again. If you realize you can't get you well, change your ways. Just do without it. Many people do without firearms. We also want to make this appeal also to our fisher folk and our people who we go joy riding on boats. Sometimes we have the party boat. So we want to reach out to them as well to tell them, just do everything responsible and safe. The fisher folk, we know some of you go out on boats. Keep your GPSs on or have them on your boat. Let people know certain things. Because, we had some persons get the boat get disabled at sea and they drift a bit and make it difficult for rescuers to find you. So have all that you need out there. So if something happened, you can reach out for rescue, and that the rescue will be where everyone who went out came back in. That's a safe mission for us. We're asking persons as well to use fire safely. I'm not a fire officer, but also you can have an arsonist out there, someone who, as we put in law, malicious damage will destroy someone's property with fire. If you're not going to light the stove to cook and so forth, don't light fire. And also, we're saying to persons as well, these are the things that we're doing, is to, when you see the police come in and you are in the road and so forth, sirens blazing and the ambulance coming and the fire truck coming, shift to the side of the road that these vehicles pass safely to go to where they're going to render assistance. Do not delay them, and then when you reach, it's someone for you, or it might be even your own property, you know what I mean? Ensure that you move safely through. So apart from we're going to be out on the road, I'm going to use this platform as well to encourage persons to assist us into making you safe. And we'll be out on the road, and persons who will be in the Newtown festival events, we are saying to you, do everything with safety. Organizers encourage safety at always, and continue to give the motto for the independence, right? So that people could bear that in mind, that we have to build a nation.
Definitely. Superintendent, thank you very much. As we wrap up, I want you to go back through the traffic restrictions for us.
Yes. Okay. So once again, remember, safety in the road, safety on the road, safety on the road. Drive within the speed limits. Ensure that if you're drinking, you have another driver, or you call a taxi to take you home. For independence around the Warner Park area, we know they're going to leave Warner Park. They're going to take a left onto Victoria Road, left onto Lozak Road, then take a right onto Wellington Road, traverse onto Kearn Street, continue up to Camp Springfield. We are saying to persons, adhere to the traffic restrictions, cones will be laid out, and just comply with them. Let us continue to demonstrate that we are law-abiding citizens. And those who do not want to abide by the law, encourage them so that they too will come to join us to ensure that our country remains a safe place to do everything that is good. So, happy independence, and I know that everyone had a good time on National Heroes Day. And guess what? Apart from those who get the award, all of us are heroes once we continue to do the right thing. So parents, continue to be the heroes in the lives of your children, and leaders, continue to be the heroes in the lives of the persons who you are leading, that they too will be good leaders. So thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the day. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Superintendent David, for your wealth of knowledge that you have imparted this morning upon us as we celebrate our 42nd annual independence. It is a celebration for us as a nation, and I just want to implore everyone to come out to the parade. It starts at 6 p.m. Tomorrow evening at Warner Park. See our law enforcement in action, and for those who won't or staying at home, if you see something, say something. It's all about us working together. The police cannot do it alone. It's a holistic effort. I want to thank GQ and ZIZ for having me this morning. I want to thank the Almighty God for his time that he has lent us to educate the general public. To you, my listening and viewing audience, I want to say thank you and happy independence. I am your host, Shaminuddin. See you next time.
Why all the segregation, all our but one nation, oh, let us unite as one, let us unite as one. Tell me what you know about love, tell me what you know about hate, that keeps us separated. Tell me what
It's a summer sale at Smarten Island Electronics. From now until the end of summer, we're giving you up to 25% off store-wide with special deals on AC units, fans,